Good day everyone and welcome back to my channel. We have a mix of rumors and official announcements for today's video. Hope you can leave a like and subscribe for more gaming content as it helps out this channel a lot. For our first story, Insomniac Games have been on a roll with their high quality game releases these past few years, with 2018's Marvel's Spider-Man, the follow-up Miles Morales, and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Last September 2021, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 was announced, which fans have been expecting, and a surprise announcement of Wolverine. Fast forward to April 2022, fans are eagerly waiting for an update on the game's development, and now recently Mike Yosh, a lead animator at Insomniac, has shared an update on Twitter saying, "So peaceful and quiet, it will not be like this for long." Going with this caption is a photo of a motion capture recording studio with all the lights activated, and it appears that the room will be filled soon. Documents are also seen, which could be details on what's going on in the scene, as well as it could also be the script. The tweet can also refer to Marvel's Spider-Man 2, which will be released first before Wolverine. Though based on Mike's LinkedIn page, the one on top states that he's doing animation for cinematic and gameplay for Wolverine. As of now, details for Wolverine are still scarce, and it appears that production has just recently started. On the other hand, the trailer for Marvel's Spider-Man 2 featured both Peter Parker and Miles Morales, implying that both characters are playable. Now, a recent leak shared on Reddit might showcase how both characters will be interchangeable, with a third character tease. The Redditor named Command Grab has shared an anonymous leaker's post indicating that a company email from Insomniac has leaked online. The sharer of the information said that Peter and Miles will only be interchangeable during free roam, with scripted missions reserved for each other. The most interesting part of the information shared is that a third character is also playable. The character who mixes into all of this but cannot free roam. The character is also said to have a different playstyle that straight up kills people and uses smoke, projectiles, and a type of organic or artificial tentacles. The information given points to Venom or Peter Parker using his black suit. Another option is Yuri Watanabe's Ray. It would be a shame if the third playable character is only usable on scripted levels and might not be able to free roam, though depending on the case, it would be understandable. While waiting for Sony or Insomniac's official information about the game, we should take these leaks with a grain of salt, as none of it has been confirmed yet. Though these would definitely excite fans, as a new take on the symbiote can offer a brand new playstyle that will keep players engaged throughout the game. Moving to the next story, it's been 6 years since a mainline Final Fantasy game had been released. Final Fantasy 16 is now Square Enix's main focus and was announced from a major PlayStation event last September 2020. Square Enix has said that they are giving the development team the time they need, no matter how long it takes. Last 2021, they've confirmed that more footage will be shown in spring 2022. Now recently, Final Fantasy 16 producer Naoki Yoshida provided details to fashion retailer Uniqlo about the game's final stages of development. The only trailer for the game showcased features such as a high fantasy setting, action-based combat, and the protagonists and side characters. Last December 2021, Naoki Yoshida released a letter for fans saying that the studio plans to showcase the game at different points throughout the year, including at Tokyo Game Show. But due to the ongoing COVID pandemic, Final Fantasy 16 was delayed by roughly 6 months. Naoki Yoshida has said that fans don't need to wait for long from the game's upcoming big reveal towards the actual release date. Currently, Square Enix has a collaboration with retail clothing brand Uniqlo to celebrate their 35th anniversary of the Final Fantasy series. The collaboration consists of a clothing line including all the mainline Final Fantasy games. On the advertising pamphlet for the collaboration, Yoshida gave a development update to which one Twitter user, Aitai Komochi, has translated. For our next story, one of the biggest publishers named Embracer Group is a Swedish company and a large player in the gaming industry. The company is made up of publishers like THQ Nordic, Deep Silver, and Gearbox Entertainment. In the past few years, they've added the likes of 4A Games and Saber Interactive to their portfolio, with the inclusion of the popular series Metro and Crisis. Now, the company has made its most surprising acquisition. Embracer Group has now entered into an agreement with the Japanese giant Square Enix to acquire 3 of its Western development studios, namely Eidos and Square Enix Montreal and Crystal Dynamics, by a massive amount of $300 million. The deal will include 1,000 employees across 8 different locations worldwide and also rights to more than 50 previously released games, as well as the notable IPs, which are Thief, Deus Ex, The Legacy of Kain, and the rebooted Tomb Raider series. Embracer's co-founder and CEO Lars Wingforce voiced out his excitement at being able to include the 3 well-known studios to Embracer Group, to which he recognized as well their world-class creative talent and notable IPs that are included. Phil Rogers, the CEO of Square Enix America and Europe, also shared his enthusiasm for the deal. The Tomb Raider and Deus Ex franchises combined have sold more than 100 million units worldwide, which made the $300 million deal worth it for Embracer Group. The inclusion of other IPs will give Embracer the opportunity to revive the other franchises to which gamers loved in the past until now. Square Enix will retain ownership of the titles such as Just Cause, Outriders, Life is Strange, and other unlisted Western-developed Square Enix titles such as Sleeping Dogs. Through this deal, Square Enix says it will enable the launch of new businesses by moving forward with investments in fields including blockchain, AI, and the cloud. Now, fans are divided with their official statement, as this entails that Square Enix will heavily push through with NFT and crypto-based projects, while others are happy that Square Enix can now devote more resources to projects of their Japanese studios with titles such as Final Fantasy Remake Part 2, Kingdom Hearts 4, Dragon Quest 12, and Final Fantasy 16. Now, for a quick insider analysis on the matter, insider Jeff Grubb opened on Twitter that Square Enix's latest deal is foreshadowing a bigger plan for their future. It's possible that Square Enix is positioning itself for a huge acquisition deal. Jeff Grubb's investigation leads to a possibility that the publisher wanted to shed IPs and studios in order to streamline its holdings. Some other sources added that Square Enix is selling off its Western studios in order to prevent potential FTC antitrust problems for whoever acquires the company. For our final story, last April 2022, the merger deal between Warner Media and Discovery has officially closed, which in turn led to Warner Brothers Discovery. Warner Brothers Interactive Game Studios are left alone through the merger period and only sold Playdemic to EA last June 2021. It now looks like the plans for Warner Brothers Interactive has changed, and a report claims that Warner Brothers Discovery is already looking for potential buyers, which include Xbox and PlayStation. The information was released by Fanbyte Media's Imran Khan, to which he exclaimed that he's hearing a decent bit of chatter in regards to the plan of Warner Brothers Discovery. The shopping of the studios include Avalanche Software, Monolith Productions, NetherRealm Studios, Rocksteady Studios, TT Games, and the WB Studios in Montreal, San Francisco, New York, Boston, and San Diego. Imran Khan noted that Warner Brothers Discovery is selling the studios and not the intellectual properties, in which case Batman, Suicide Squad, Harry Potter, and Mortal Kombat IPs will be retained and licensed out by Warner Brothers Discovery. Considering that Sony and Microsoft are active in acquiring studios, other publishers are also included in the list, such as EA, Take-Two, Tencent, NetEase, and PUBG Corporation. Now, we'll have to see if Warner Brothers Discovery plans to sell its gaming studios under one company or if they will sell each studio to different publishers. Moving forward, we'll hear more news in the upcoming months. And that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. What type of game do you think Wolverine will be? Will Marvel's Spider-Man 2 feature 3 playable characters? Will Final Fantasy 16 be released in 2023? Which Warner Brothers Interactive Studios will go to which specific publishers? Let me know about your thoughts on the comment section down below, and I will see you all soon.